Hi, Epstein with your Morning Flash update, and this update is for Thursday, the 25th of January, 2024, and the time right now, well, exactly about just after 8:11 a.m. Central Time. So as I look at the markets, what a day of activity. I mean, that's what we have. The melt up, and that's the term I want to use in the stock market. It is a melt up. Especially if you go to the tech companies. They are all melting up. And look, you're back up and going for new highs again. What the market wanted to see was the day's information as it came out, and would that be disruptive? And it wasn't. We have the European Central Bank monetary policy statement. Ms. Lagarde is on here. She has got her press conference. I've listened to the first 10 minutes. I can tell you what it is. They're staying data dependent. The bank is not discussing at this point lowering rates. It's not appropriate yet. They left their refi rate unchanged. They left their key deposit rate unchanged. We had the jobless claims come out, and they jumped 25,000 to 214. We took up last week's numbers by 2,000, and we saw the continuing claims increase by 27,000. Is it alarming yet? No, because we seem to be doing this, going up and down, and when you smooth it with moving averages, it's still staying very low. When you look at the fourth quarter advanced GDP, it's a Goldilocks number. There's no other way I know how to define it. You're up 3.3% in the advanced GDP number. The market was looking for 2%. The third quarter final was 4.9. These are still great numbers. The advanced chain-weighted price index up 1.5. They expected it up 2.5. That's what the Fed wants to see. These are the inflation numbers that you're dealing with. The PCE price index up 1.7. The 2023 final was 2.6. The core PCE up 2%. The final in 2023 was 2%. The personal consumption down a little bit. I think they want to see that down 0.3. And the advanced real rates were 3.2%, in line with what you had in 2023. Then we get to advanced durable goods, and they were flat. So there was no big change that at all happened there. The Chicago Fed December National Activity Index came in at a negative 15. The prior was up a 0.3. So we're waffling, a little growth, a little contraction, growth, contraction, back and forth. We don't have the home sales data. They'll come out at 9 this morning. Then later in the morning, we get the EIA natural gas numbers. And then at 10 o'clock, we're going to get the KC Fed manufacturing composite numbers. They, as you know, manufacturing it's been terrible in the country. So what does this mean for the market? All right. Well, you don't need me to tell you, you're up on the news again. I mean, at some point, you won't grow to the sky. What is that? In this morning's futures research report, I'm already comparing what happened in the late 90s in Cisco with NVIDIA. You got to look at the two to understand where you're at. NVIDIA is the equivalent of what Cisco was in the late 90s during the bubble that went on, and it market really carried in the tech market, all right? It was the leader. Remember, Cisco was the name. You might be too young to understand that, but that was the leader of the manufacturing equipment and the like, and that was the powerhouse. So you pay attention. The dollar getting a bid because Ms. Lagarde is sitting here saying, no, we're not doing anything at this point in time. That weakens the economy because it's so restrictive, the high rates. You especially see that out of Germany. The yen is getting a small bid, but I don't know if that means anything. But it did get to 68.11, and it didn't follow through. That has me concerned. It should have followed through, I think, a little bit more. When we step over to the corn, this is about where the 18-day average of closes is, your first resistance point. Beans got up to that. They hit it today, and they backed away from it very quickly. When we take a look at the energies, why are they up? They're up because yesterday in China, they cut the bank reserve ratios. That's the third time in 12 months. That's real. When you cut those, you put money and you get things going. So what markets get a benefit from it? Well, copper, which giving back a little bit of yesterday's stellar gain. So you gave back a penny, but you made a killing in that market yesterday. Iron ore went up, energies went up, and they're still up on that because China uses so much of the energy. So these are the things the market is looking at. But at the end of the day, it's still, the stock market just continues to crank. I give in today's report, what many of the analysts, the ranges they were looking for, like in the S&P, the top range was about 5,200. There was an outlier number of 5,400, 4,200 the low for the year. You're already, by the way, the median was about here. I've given you the outlier numbers, and you're already doing that type of move. So you got to look at all this and say, whoa, what is going on? This can be yours to be had. How do you get that information? You know, we have a series of free offers. And all you need to do is go to our website at iraepstein.com and look at the free offers. This is but 6 of them. The page scrolls down. You simply click on which offer you'd want, and away you go with them. You put it together. You send it when you put in your email address and your name. We will get that, and then we just create an email, send you, and everything's there right away. If you're signing up for access to our research and so on, you'll get a free access for a couple of weeks on that. I think you'll find it interesting. We write on spreads, the futures, the options markets. We give special reports, price counts, giving you an idea where markets are in their quest to reach certain price targets once a trend has set in. My research can be had on it in a trial. So give yourself an offering of it. No credit card involved. Move your cursor up to the top here or go to iraepstein.com, free offers. I'm Ira. I'll catch up with you at the end of the trading day. Hope you have a great one. Take care.